ahead and we'll get started. I'll go ahead and I'll give you guys the sort of like a recap what happened. If you guys have been watching this game, you know that there was a slavery problem towards the end of the Keep of the Shadowfell. And while everybody took care of, the cultists around the Keep of the Shadowfell, they came here to Thunderspire Mountains to do two things. First thing, they were in charge of escorting an item to Thunderspire, which is inside the Seven Pillars. Well, the Seven Pillars Halls is inside, and they were supposed to get something in return and bring it back to Barrowlands in Winterhaven. But while they were in the keep, they found out that there was a slavery ring going, and that's when Lord Padron back in Winterhaven asked them to also, check into this and to get back with him. So as everybody gets to, the Seven-Pillared Hall, and they start exploring around, that the slavery ring is actually bigger than what they thought it was. So not only are these guys stealing slaves and forced workers from the Winterhaven area, but they're also stealing human beings from also down to the east, which is in the Harkenvold area. So now they found out that it's a lot bigger, and there's like an internal. Inside the Seven Pillars Hall, there is
awesome. Thank you.
There's like hey, what's up, Ryan? So there's an establishment inside, which is a mining company, and it's the Glimmerzuls. And the Glimmerzuls, they're the ones that are actually buying these slaves. They're trading the slaves, they're selling the slaves, and they were getting them from a couple places. They were getting them from the cultists that were back in Winterhaven, but the party has vanquished them, so they're not getting them, and they were actually kind of wondering why. And then there's the Blood Reavers, which were the actual sort of like the middlemen of all of these, getting the slaves, and the Blood Reavers, which were also inside of the mountain area, not inside the Seven Pillars Halls per se, but in the surrounding Thunderspire Mountains. Now they went to the Chamber of Eyes, killed them off, found a bunch of correspondence that actually got the Glimmerzuls involved with all these receipts and logs and stuff on selling all of these slaves to the Glimmerzuls and receiving them from the cult. So now last week, the party went back to the Seven-Pillared Hall, and they are going to probably, I don't know if they're going to confront the Glimmerzuls, but they were kind of poking around. They found out some other information. They found out that the Glimmerzuls actually have a main keep that's deep within the mountains on the Dark Road, and it's called Honor Hold. And so they know that there's a lot of other Duergar there with orcs, and they know that the problem is there. So the Glimmerzuls are deeper inside of the mountains and also inside seven-pillared halls. And there's supposed to be no slavery going on in this area. So they talked to one of the magi, which are the ones that are basically controlling the Seven-Pillared Halls, and they are going to look into this as well. So it seems like basically the Magi are interested in this. So the party has several options to where they can just basically confront the problem in the Seven-Pillared Halls, or go straight to Honor Hold. And if they go straight to Honor Hold, they've already got an escort, which is named Renval, and he has escorted them once to the Chamber of Eyes and led them safely. And he said that he would take the job to take him to Honor Hold also. So that's pretty much where we're at. So we'll kind of backtrack a little bit and let you guys still be in the inn, and you guys can discuss this, because now Jub and Fire here, and you guys have 5 people instead of 3 like we had last week. So you guys can have the floor, and we'll be back in the the Half Moon Inn.
Well, people, do we stick to our plan from last week? Yeah.
Hey, what's up,
I'm
Ron?
ready to hear.
Got it working. Cool.
I'm ready to hear everybody's point of view before we make a decision. Before I give my vote.
I think maintaining assembly act could be useful. Not necessarily jumping out right in front and throwing all our chips down.
Okay, that's a good message. By the way, I am Gimli Grimm, fighter dwarf extraordinaire. Farland, if you will.
Good to see you, Gimli.
I'm Farland. I'm a magic user illusionist.
Good to see you too, Farland.
Ren, if you would, my dear.
Too, Dave.
I'm Ren. I play the Warlord Elf Cleric.
Good to see you, Ren.
I'm Quillen. I'm the Elf Ranger.
Fire Rain.
I'm playing the Warlock Tiefling.
Alrighty then. I appreciate
Dave, should we tell Fire Rain a little about Free's habits?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, you can do that. Yeah, the floor is y'all, so you guys can, you can do whatever you need to do. You can do whatever you want. That's fine with me.
Sometimes Free likes to go into a trance, or he just likes to nod off. He's like that sometimes, but he's a very good warlock.
He loves to nod off sometimes. He does.
Okay, who's going to do the recap?
Well, I already
Sorry,
did.
the
I already
recap.
did. Sort of, kind of did a recap already. So
Okay.
silly
Decision
Gimli.
time. Do we go back up on the surface and turn these dark drow stones up there tonight, or do we confront what's his name at his store, or do we go to the keep?
The priestess was adamant about heading towards the hold, the Minotaur stronghold. And I'd hate for her to go by herself. And I think those Darkseeker stones, they can wait a little bit longer, maybe a day or two. Or we could get some passage to Rendell. He's kind of young, but we could send message that we have the Darkseeker stones if he would pick it up, but I don't trust it.
No, I don't trust him either.
Oh, I trust him, but I just don't trust bandits on the road. I mean, we saved his life, and he would probably have to come back to his aunt here at the Half Moon Inn.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't trust him to get it there safely.
Right, with 500 GP coming back, that's too much to ask of him.
That's why I want that as another option in tonight's game.
What are your thoughts, Lynn?
Well, I'm still very adamant in stopping this Slaver ring, so the sooner we get to the bottom of this, the better.
I agree. I'm fine with that. We can talk to Terrlen Darkseeker and get on our way.
Okay, I'll hold up the rear.
Yeah, and remember, you guys had, Gendar actually was telling you about, the honor hold, and told you that he thinks that an item of his was stolen and taken there too. So,
Scepter.
the scepter was taken in there, so that's a little bit more incentive to go there. But it's like I told you guys last week. If you go storming into Glimmerzol again, Glimmerzol trade, that it's probably going to come to fisticuffs. But because of everything that I don't know if that's up to you. Would it be good doing that, or would it be good not to do that? That's up to you guys. That's why you guys are discussing this now.
This perspective that I have, if we go in there, I know we're going to get a fight. But it's best to take this guy out here than finally getting down to the hold and run into him and his buddies down there.
Well, that's a good idea. That sounds good, Gim.
I'd rather go in the hold without looking over my shoulder, so I'm with Grim on that. Let's go after him and then head that way.
Plus, we're in a place where we might get some backup by them wizards if they decide to intervene.
Yeah, having to touch on that game, it would probably be good to have the mages on your side. I mean, to be honest, I don't see how that could hurt you. I don't. Yeah, I mean, especially with the Ordinator. I mean, he's the one that pretty much makes all of the decisions, and maybe you guys could work something out with him. If you take care of a couple more things, and remember, on the wanted board here, there's also this Red Eye Bugbear gang. They've also been going around the caverns and shit killing people and killing several of the residents here that live in the Seven Pillared Hall. So there's a lot of things available to you guys right now. Quite a few.
Who do we contact on that red-eyed bugbear?
That's the 500 gold reward was offered by the Ordinator Arcanus, which is basically that's the mage that you summoned last week at on location 14. That was the guy with the mask on and the dark robes and the mask. That is the Ordinator that you basically summoned.
Well, if we get that one merchant to delay his trek to the keep, we can take care of them red-eyed bugbears. How's that sound?
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
not fond of goblinoids, so the bugbear sounds even a better idea.
Yeah, you also found out from Ulthund. Remember Ulthund Deep Gem over at the Deep Gem Company? Remember, he lost his boar too. And he thinks that the boar isn't killed. Yeah.
All we got to do is bring back the boar, and we get the reward.
And that's it.
I was telling them that the boar might be it. Now, if the boar's it, all we got to do is bring back proof that it is boar, and we get the reward.
Just bring the bones back. Bring it back as it's sliced into chops, cooked already. Wow, taste these pork chops, man. This is well worth the reward.
Last thing I heard was the mage, the Saroon, was talking about he was going to see into the Glimmerzall and talk to his ogre friend about, perhaps these slaves coming through the Seven Pillars.
Yeah,
Brug. Yeah, thanks. So I don't know if it's premature to just kick in the door and. But I'm with Ren, going to this old Minotaur fortress, and ending the slavery of Merkelmore. We'll end that, and then the Glimmerzall. By that time, hopefully the mages will have some insight of what they're going to do.
Well, I was wondering that if we took care of the red-eyed bugbear clan, by the time we're finished with them wizards should have the information we need, whether they're going to back us or not.
Exactly, Dark Blue Mana. Bring it back as bacon slabs. God, that would kill them if that happened.
Don't want to go in there jumping with both feet and end up sinking below our heads,
Yeah, that could be the same with the bugbear gang. right now we know a little bit more about the slavery ring and where it's at to Terrlen Darkseeker, the ranger.
Well,
He
I'm
could
gonna-
get us down the road, and we could always come back and get into this gang and find out where they're at and what they're all about. Because
Okay.
right now we got one mission that we started out on we haven't completed yet.
I'm going to be neutral, and you guys can take a vote. So, Ren, Arlen, you guys want to go to keep, correct?
Yes, I do.
Right.
Jub, you go along with that?
I'm good with that. I like everybody's point of view, and making my judgment, I'll go with Ben on it. I don't like slavery either.
Fire Ran, how about you? Hello.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Okay, let's go.
By
You're
the way, Dave,
surprised, and let's kick ass.
we took a 8-hour rest, didn't we?
Yeah, you guys have rested.
Yeah,
It's the next morning.
All spells, all healing,
Yep.
all that. Yeah.
You guys have everything back.
Business.
Yep, you guys have everything back.
Rations too.
Okay, then off to Mr. Darkseeker.
All right, so you guys are gonna go pick up old Terrlen Darkseeker. All right, so you get over there. He you knock on his door. He's ready to go. You guys head out. All right, so
Hey, Terrence, how long is this journey?
yes, it's well. Let's see here.
There you go.
The journey. I remember I did the Hank Hill voice for him. Well, the journey, if we take our time and try not to get caught and ate by other spiders and creatures of the Underdark, I figured it'd probably take about 2 hours or so. It's not a bad travel.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And like
I
as
understand.
before, I'll get you there, and I don't want anything to do with that because I've actually done a little bit of scouting for the hold and the Glimmerzol, so as to remain neutral, I am not going to help you. I will not get involved in any fighting whatsoever, and I'll show you the way and mark the way for you, and all you got to do is, just like last time, follow the markings back.
And as I said, we're going to take the southern route, correct?
That is correct, good dwarf. God damn
Right on.
it,
Thank you,
Gimli.
Terrlen.
Get
Gimli.
up from behind that shed.
You boys quit whacking off in my tool shed out back. Alright, so you guys are going to start heading down the dark road here. So as you guys are heading down the dark road, I'm going to put you guys on another map.
I was wondering why all these people in the background were heading down this dark road with us.
Yeah,
Oh, by the way, Jub,
here, look.
Fire Ran, all you got to do is just click on your token, and you'll have the ability to get your actions. You know.
I did that.
Alright,
Appreciate
so did everyone switch to the new map?
I did.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there.
Mine's completely
All
black,
right.
though.
It's a tiny little map.
Yeah, it's a really small little map. And 1 second. Stand by 1 second.
Okay, Bobby.
Stand by, Gimli. Alright, so yeah, this is where we're at. It's a dark corridor. You guys have your vision, and yeah, everybody has dark vision here. So there's no need for any torches. So this is what you guys are seeing. You guys are going down a path, and the 5 of you are here. Everybody can see this now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Mine's still completely black.
Everything's good.
Who's mine?
Jub.
Jub, you're playing Quillen, right?
Yep.
Step 1, open your eyes.
That's definitely a plus.
Step 2, take the blindfold off.
Yeah, you
That's
should.
another plus.
You should be able to see, man. Let me try one more thing. Let me try resetting you. Can you see now by chance? I just kind of deleted your name out and put your name back in.
Yeah, I can see it now.
That's weird. It's weird why it's doing that. I don't know.
Eureka!
Have to send some kind of a report and to Roll20 about that. All right, so you guys are traveling east down the long road. You're heading towards. You're basically heading towards the hold. So this is Terrlen up front. He's probably about 15, 20 foot ahead of everybody. Now, as he stops a few times, you notice something's kind of weird about him. You see he's kind of panting a lot, and seems like he's not feeling well. Well, as you guys round this corner and come down the straightaway, all of a sudden Terrlen, he basically clutches his chest and he goes down on one knee. And you guys are about 25 feet, so I'll give you guys a round of movement to do whatever you want to do. But it seems like he's in a very excruciating pain. I mean, he's down. I mean, he's breathing hard. And give me actually, Ren, you being a cleric, you think he might have had some type of heart attack or something.
Oh no, Darkseeker. Are you okay?
Something's going on here. And you can see, as this is happening, Ren, you can see that his bones are starting to crack, and you can see his arms literally breaking into other positions, and you can see all of this fur starting to grow out of his ears, out of his neck, and he's basically
He's turning.
transforming into some type of creature. And
He's a werewolf.
And yeah, well, give me a perception check on that. Give me a history check, Gimli. I'm sorry, just Gimli. So, because Gimli, you're right there. Ren, you can also give me a history check also. And yeah, he's definitely in pain, and you can see that he's transforming into something, and you can see his feet are breaking, and now all of a sudden claws are starting to come out the end of his fingers. His mouth has these huge fangs protruding out of it now. Gim, you think it may be some type of disease or well, that would be for Ren, but for Gimli, you can definitely tell that this is definitely lycanthropy, and he is basically transformed into a werewolf. And he's in a prone position, so I'm gonna take him off of the map real quick and put our new creature on the map. So yeah, you have this huge werewolf in front of you. I mean, he's grown. He's about 7 foot tall now, and he is basically changed into a wolf. So let's go ahead and roll initiative, because he's starting to slash out towards Gimli and also Ren. And he's definitely changed into a werewolf.
Watch out, everybody.
Bum bum bum.
Surprise, surprise, hey Dave.
I know you guys weren't expecting that.
Does somebody have a bone to throw?
Right?
Right.
Can I shoot an arrow down the corridor and say fetch?
Sure, if you want
Put a rubber ball
to.
at the end.
If you want to use your action, we could do that. All right. So who hasn't? Okay. So for the two new guys, in case you guys haven't used Roll20, which I'm probably sure you have, all you do is you just click your token and hit the initiative button, and it will roll initiative. Holy shit!
I'm in.
Looks like it's I'm staying the course because I hit a crit miss for the initiative. So. guys might be able to kill this guy, maybe. Alright, so let's see. We have everybody. We do not have free in the turn. Yeah, we have free.
Yep.
We don't have... Yeah, we have... Everybody's in there. So... Yeah. Alright, so Quillen, you've got to... Just like always, he's got the best decks. Quillen, you actually... You see... the werewolf, he's in a prone position. It looks like he's, reaching out, trying to grab one of, but you're kind of in dismay. You really don't know what the hell is going on. So why don't you give me a history check also, first off, Quillen, to see if you recognize what's going on. Yeah, you see a werewolf in front of you, but you're sort of like, you don't know why. You don't know if this is some kind of wizardry, some kind of trickery, some kind of illusion. You have no clue what's going on. All you see is this huge, probably 7-foot tall thing starting to get up off of the ground and attacking Gim and attacking Ren. So, what would you like to do?
First off, I want to hunt and mark him.
Wow, I like that. Alright, so we're using the spell point system, so whenever you click on your token, the dark blue is the spell points that you have. So you should be, you're basically full, so you're going to be, you should have full spell points, which I believe for you would be 4. So yeah, there you go. So you should, your spell's going to cost you 2, so you'll just have 2 spell points left. So we'll go ahead and mark this thing, which is marked. And you're free to, seeing that he's in a prone position, you're going to have a -2 to your attack because he's prone. Plus you got Gimli in the way also, so we'll probably give you a little bit more of a negative modifier because of your position.
Okay. That's what I was about to ask him, is Gim going to give me more negative?
Yeah, he's going to give you another -1, so you'll be basically at -3 because he's prone and Gim, basically standing over him. But if you want to move, the way prone works in 5e is like this: if you shoot a ranged attack or a ranged spell, you're disadvantaged. But if you pull your weapons out, which is part of your melee, and you go in there, you can attack a prone creature with advantage. But the disadvantage on that is you're within reach of him. So that's the bad thing.
Hey Dave, if I step forward, is Gimli still going to be in the way?
If you flank him to the side, no, Gimli won't be in the way. Yeah, you'll have to flank him.
You okay there?
You'll have to go to about that point right there to basically not have the -1. You'll still have the -2 to shoot because he's in a prone position, though.
Okay, I'll go there and I'll fire my longbow.
Okay, cool. So you'll notice that there's macros on that character sheet also. So whenever, actually Quillen's character, he's got everything on there. So you can just click on his token and they'll all pop up and just hit longbow. It'll have hunter's mark damage, everything in there. Oh wow, nice job. So disadvantage is a 6/16 versus armor class, which is still a hit. You hit his natural armor. So you do max damage of 11 plus your hunter's mark is a total of 16 damage to this thing. So you've definitely got the attention of this wolf creature in front of you. Nice shot. Whoever says rangers aren't powerful, they're crazy. Especially when you start throwing in... I would have given you a Colossus Slayer too, but he's full life, so now you'll get Colossus Slayer damage. Alright, so that's it for far. You can go ahead and make movement too. You can go ahead and take, you've got 10 feet you've used, you got the rest of your movement, go ahead and take it, and we're going to go ahead and go to free. So free, you're up now. You've seen this transformation also. Give me a history check.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Hangman?
I clicked on the history thing. How do I make it go?
You just click on it and it should automatically roll. Oh, so let's see. Yeah, you just click on the macro. And to get to the macros, all you have to do is go to the Attributes and Abilities tab when you open up your character sheet.
Gotcha.
Yep. And scroll down until you find History Check.
Okay, I was in the bio page. That's why I wasn't.
Yeah.